Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Foolcraft Fun here on the Foolcraft server with Scooch42. Um, I have been pretty busy, pretty busy. I have been sorting our cows, and as I'm sorting them, I've been implementing these fluid storage tanks. Because a number of the cows produce fluids that I really want to stay fluid. Some of them produce things like ingots, or the finished product. So those we actually have going upstairs for the most part. Most of them are, see if we can get up here to our storage room. Most of them are getting stored over here. I'm just kind of building this as we need it. Not all of this is coming from the fluid cows. We're just kind of storing our ingots right here. But if the cow's end product is an ingot, I am having it routed over here. And then let's see if we can get over to our animal area. This is what I've been working on to help deal with all the cows. And man, you guys should have seen the mess that I logged into. Basically, this entire area was filled with cows. So this is kind of what I've done over here to help get things kind of straightened back out. It's a slow process. There are a lot of cows. I am falling through. I actually do have an elevator system. But I am basically done with the structure at this point. I've done a little bit. I've got a little bit more to do. Uh, like I've got two floors here. I've got the third floor and the fourth floor, which I basically can't implement the way that I want to right now, which is going to actually bring us to what I'd like to work on for today. I'm actually going to need a bit more power. Will I take it back up? Hopefully he lives through that. We're going to need a little bit more power. Not a whole lot, but to get the chickens set up the way I want to set it up with the sorting and all the little technical bits on that side of it, I'm going to want some power. And we're doing okay right now. I've kind of upgraded. These are all vibrant capacitor banks right now. I'm still kind of playing with the redstone signal on it. I don't want it to get too low, because if it does, then we might have to kind of reorganize how we're doing our vegetables over here. And the potatoes are taking a major hit. The hemp's not so bad. But what I would like to do is, I'm kind of working with these dynamos right now. I'm starting to get them figured out, and I've got us up to the reinforced upgrade kit, which it looks like it just successfully upgraded it. So I should be able to add another augment to this, and I'm hoping that maybe that increases power generation. So I'm going to want to try to get some of these different little augments crafted. Let's see, I did that one already. Increase maximum power usage. Let's see what else I can get in there. Or what's this one? Increased output for dynamos, yeah. Because these are kind of specific. Fuel catalyzer. I think I may want the fuel catalyzer, perhaps. A lot of these I just don't know. I just don't know that we'll ever actually need them. I think I'm going to try the fuel catalyzer, though. So let's see if we can't get this set up to auto-craft. What is that? Some kind of lead? What kind of lead do we have? Immersive engineering lead. That should be okay. I don't know that I've got one of those. Let's see. Nope, I need to be able to craft one of those if you could. Is it that one? And this, I believe, is I've started doing the auto crafting for the next tier, which is this Signalum upgrade kit. But it's going to take a little bit more setup. It's going to need some. Let's see what that one needed. I can make it, but I don't think I've got it set up to be auto crafted yet. Where's that? This one? Yeah, this cryothium dust. I'm going to have to do a little bit of legwork because I need to set up something that'll let us get this blizz powder. And for that, I think I'm going to need to build a pulverizer. We can get some. We can get two, but if I build this pulverizer, we'll get twice as much, basically. And we'll also have a 50% chance of getting a snowball, which will be kind of cool. But let's see if we can't get this upgrade now. Let's see, did I even finish crafting it? Or is it just under augment? There it is. Hopefully I can make one of these. I have no idea what this is actually going to do to the RF adjustment, but I'll show you guys how I've been checking this. Let's see, I'm turned around again. I think I'm over. There we go. I'm probably going to end up moving a bunch of this stuff around too, because we've been getting a little fancier with our builds, and we're kind of tidying stuff up now, and we're not doing quite so much as far as survival now, and we're actually getting to work more on. That's going to drain out. Man, I really wish there was a better way to test this. I can make 80,000. This is with nothing. And this is going to produce about 40 RF a tick, I believe. 80. Well, that's not horrible. 80 RF a tick isn't bad. But, let's see what happens. This is the new one we just did. Let's see what that did to it. Still at 80. But I think it increases how long the fuel lasts. And then that one bumped us up to 160, so that is insane. Wow. So we might be able So I think what we might want is another auxiliary transmission coil. Let's see if we can go get another one of those. Because that would give us more RF in the short term. It'll use a little more fuel. We'll see if it'll let us craft another one of these real quick. It did. So let's take that out and pop one of those in and see if that did any. Oh, that actually isn't bad. 240 RF a tick. So I think what might not be a bad way to go is let's see what we need to do to get the rest of this Blizz stuff auto crafted. And by Blizz stuff, I of course mean the next level of this, the Signalum upgrade kit. Oh, we needed a pulverizer. That's what we need. We need to make a pulverizer. So let's get a pulverizer. That doesn't look horrible. I think we can manage that. And we're going to want to get these copper gears. See what kind of copper we have. Want to make sure we're using the right stuff. And this is why I check, because we have copper from Thermal Foundation on hand, so I'm going to check these. The ore dictionary works for me sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. So I've just kind of gotten into the habit of making sure that I'm auto crafting with the materials that I have available. Let's see, we're doing a Signalum kit. Oh, pulverizer. That's what we were looking at. I get distracted so easy. It's not even funny. So I think we just told it how to make the copper gear. And I think we already have told it how to make the redstone reception coils. So let's just pop these in. I may have to... Oh, there's a clear one. So let's see if we can't just get ourselves a pulverizer. Missing a machine frame. How am I missing a machine frame? I don't remember seeing a machine frame. That's going to need a 10 gear. Double check our 10 here. Iron's usually safe. Yeah, see, that's a good thing I checked, because that is totally different 10. So how about now? Can you craft one now? Oh no, not yet. We need a pulverizer, sir. Did I not teach it redstone reception coil? I could have sworn that I taught it redstone reception coil. I thought I taught it this for something else. But okay. So now we should be able to get a pulverizer. There we go. And we'll probably need to get a crafter. Hopefully that won't take too long. And while that is crafting, let's see if we can find a good little spot for our pulverizer here. We're going to have to build something like one of these towers, I think, because our machines are kind of starting to get a little out of control here. So I'm assuming you're going to need some kind of power. So let's get you some power. I think that's the one conduit I don't have on me. We're going to need some food soon. Did that get it? Yay, we got power. And we're also going to want to hook up one of these. And we'll set that to extract always active. And possibly we have a crafter now? Yay. We were doing so good. There we go. I'll just get that turned around. And now, if we use the process pattern encoder, we should be able to get the rest of the stuff we needed for this signaling kit. For that, we're going to want one of these. And we're just going to tell it to get rid of that snowball, because, I mean, you know, it just really doesn't know what to do with that. It might get it, it might not stuff. So that can go in there. And what else did I need for that? Did I need to tell it anything else for that? I don't think so. This one might take a minute because I don't think I have an Electrum cow hooked up. But let's see if we can get a signaling kit now. Missing cryothium dust, and I'm missing signaling ingots. So I have both of those things. So I need to teach it how to do the cryothium dust. So let's see what happens if we try to get one from it now. Oh, really? I'm missing a Blizzrod. Would have sworn as many of them as I fought, I would have had more. Signal him. So we need to hook up a signal him cow. And let's see. This one I'm actually going to redo this one. Do it here. Yeah. And we're going to OR dictionary this one. So hopefully the OR dictionary will work on this. Well, that helped, I think. Because we have like the niters and stuff, so it looks like the only thing I'm really missing is a Blizzrod. So is there a way for me to get those with what I have? Huh, I actually can get them from chickens. That is crazy. That is pure craziness. Well, I think that's still going to be a hefty amount. Those Blizzrods are going to hold us back for a little bit. That we'll get over that, but in the meantime, I think that wasn't a bad way to go. I don't remember the exact number on it. And it's gonna lie to me here. Let's see if we've got another capacitor bank. Oh, I'm in the fluid good. There we go. Do I have any? Not so much. Let's see. One. Hopefully we'll be able to get a read on it. There's no way that's giving us 960 a tick. I mean, it's 240 is more likely. So 240 is not bad. So if I did 4 more of these, that would give us another 1,000 RF. So I think that's what we're going to do. So it is definitely time to eat. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's, hopefully I taught it how to craft those dynamos, which I did not, of course. So let's teach it how to make those reactant dynamos. Where'd they go? That's what I ended up making, the reactant dynamo. And this wasn't bad. I had all the stuff to make them. So let's get that crafted. That's already in there. And I need a lead gear, which I have not taught it how to make. So let's get the right lead. Immersive. That's already on immersive. And let's see. What does it tell me I need? Nothing. So let's see if we can get 4 more of those. Missing lead, seriously? Unbelievable. things I do. There we go. That should get us some lead. So was that all we were missing, really, was the lead? Okay. So hopefully we should be able to get these cooked up. And we wanted more of those augments. So let's see how many of those we can get. And I think it was these, so we're going to want 8 of those. And we can have them. Look at that. So the real question is, we're getting the resident, or we're getting the, well, I'll show you here in a second. It's kind of hard to explain, mainly because I don't remember the name of the liquid right now. We're going to need to break under here for a minute. And basically what I've got here is an item interface that is extracting blaze powder, and a fluid interface that is, there it is, extracting destabilized redstone. And we're getting that right out of the grid. That's coming from one of these cows. I've got a tank of it over there. And if we look at our fluid grid, we can see that I've got 256 buckets, and those are actually in drums. Each one of these has a drum underneath of it, basically. And this is actually an external storage device under there for the grid. So the grid is reading what's in the drum. It's not actually reading what's in the Tinker tank. The Tinker tank is just more for my own benefit. It's kind of a visual clue for me to, you know, like, hey, I've got plenty of this liquid, or, you know, I can look over there and, oh, I'm out of this liquid. It's just kind of a quicker way for me to deal with my fluids. And I think it also looks pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, I think there was a creeper down here. I'm going to have to double check these light levels at some point. But anyway, let's get back to our little dynamo. So what I'm thinking is I want to do 4 more of these. I'm thinking right in here is as good a place as any. I'm still avoiding cobblestone, so I'm not going to be able to pick any of that up. So I should be able to do something like this with my item conduits. Right? And I want to do something similar with some fluid conduits. Did I just use the regular, or did I use the, no I did. It looks like I've got the, these on there, the ender fluid conduits. So, if I get the rest of these dynamos on here, and not put them in. There we go. I'm actually going to want that to insert, and I'm going to want this to insert. And I think, there we go. Just needed to rotate that around. So we're also going to need more of those kits. I just realized that too. I didn't get any of them, I don't think. Not that. We need the, oh, I should just be able to autocraft them, duh. I'm going to want some of those hardened upgrade kits to start with, because you have to do these incrementally, unfortunately. So I'll need 4 of those, and I'll need 4 of these, I think is what I got them up to. Oh good, I should be able to get those. So you right click the upgrade kit onto there. don't really want those upside down, but it's kind of making it easy for me to access this, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. Go. Because before I try to hook this up to our power system and use it, I want to see how they're all going to work together. It needs to insert. That needs to insert. So are you not getting enough? You may not have enough blaze powder. That appears to be the problem. We do not have enough blaze powder. So let's see. You know what we should do is just set up a sag mill. We have an open one. Looks like we do. So let's get a detector. Or is it because you don't have any? It might be because I don't have it available in the interface. That could be why. So let's check on that real quick. I'm going to have to clean these wires up at some point. It's getting harder and harder to tell what's over there. That is doing the slice and splice stuff. So it looks like what I may need. Almost thinking it may be better off. I think that'll work. I think this will work. I don't think we'll need to do anything else other than get our detector. Do I have any blaze powder is the question. No, but I can get some. I think what we're going to have to do is manually grab some. There's blaze rods. Here's a blaze rod. See if I've still got a sag mill over here that's not hooked up to something. Here we go. I'm going to want this detector on here. And it is going to basically, let's say that we always want to have, I don't know, 216 blaze rods. So we're going to emit a signal when it's under the amount. And hopefully this thing will start. Yeah. think it's just going to do them one at a time like that, though. That might be enough. That might be enough for us to get what we need, though. So let's see if we can get ourselves some of these kits now. See, we got 4 of the reinforced. Or it was the augments, wasn't it? Interesting. Oh, that's why I was doing that. It's because these guys needed them. Okay. Haha. Okay, good. It won't let me put one in that I've already put one in. That's pretty good because I honestly couldn't remember. So hopefully I've already got those other ones set. So let's set these up. We're going to want that to insert. We're going to want this to insert. So provided we can keep this thing stocked with blaze powder, it doesn't look like the destabilized redstone is going to be a problem, which is good. So let's see what kind of and let's see if we've got. We may just need to go ahead and craft another. In fact, I think that's what we'll do. Let's get another vibrant capacitor bank here, and let's grab some energy conduits. I'm pretty sure these all come out of the top. And I may at some point, I'll probably try to make this look prettier. These are all going to be set to extract. So I just kind of want to see how much power this is going to get us. Because I have a feeling the dynamos, especially if we can really start upgrading them, may not be a bad way to go at all. So hopefully we've got our vibrant. Maybe it might be ready by now. There it is. So hopefully better set that to insert. That's going to give us, this is why I wanted the vibrant, because that 4800, there's no way that's what it's actually going to be giving us. What it's doing is draining those buffers. So that's probably a little bit better. 1200 RF a tick. I think that is probably not so bad. I mean, if especially, let's take a look at what our blaze rod and powder situation is. That's manageable. The main reason I went with the blaze rods and the redstone for the fuel is because of this setup. I can basically get as many blaze rods as we need. And I think this is my redstone over here. So we're doing great on the destabilized redstone. That doesn't look like it's going to be an issue at all. So the only real issue may end up being if we can keep this thing stocked with the blaze powder. So let's take a look at our interface here. It doesn't look like it's having much of a problem. Doesn't look like it's having much of a problem at all. So I think I I am going to work on getting a nice little bank of these crafted, and I'm probably going to work on getting this possibly moved. I'm not really sure. I've been wanting to move the grid for a little while, and I think I've got enough Viscalium to build a different sized reactor. I might actually be able to finally get a wider one this way. But that might not happen. I'll get to that if I can. But basically, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and wrap up the episode today, right about here. We're going to be able to get, that's holding steady at 1,200 RF tick, so that I can live with. We'll continue to work to get these guys upgraded, and I think between now and the next episode, I'm going to work on getting this where it's not quite so crowded anymore. So I hope you guys are enjoying the new server series. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you guys are enjoying things just in general, really. I'm having a blast still. If you are liking these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be notified of videos that I put out in the future, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and take care.